Hello, hello, hello. And a few more hellos. Yep. 2 days in a row? Absolutely. So, yeah, since, took last, week off, decided to do, a twofer this week. Should hopefully, hopefully catch up. And hopefully haven't done anything, too terrible. I don't know. But yeah. Hey, this is the first Morrowind Monday that's been on a Monday in quite a long time. Yeah. I'll come back to Mondays come September, more than likely. But yeah, still gonna be about a month for them, mostly occurring on Sunday and all. But otherwise, things have been going relatively good. At least I'd like to think. But yeah, not last week, yesterday, got a lot done in the game. Let's see. Should we load up with Bone Lords? There we go. Yep. All our stats are nice and high. And while our skills are still slowly building up. Hey, Surge. Hope you're doing well today. I don't want to crank them all the way up just yet. Because, that's good. Because there'll be a reason for us to actually need some levels up in the relative future. That said, at level 34, we're can pretty much take care of most of the things that come against us. And with both the Chrysamere, the Paladin's Blade, and Quirus of the Savior's Hide, yeah. Equipment-wise, we aren't doing too bad. Boy, I really hope we don't run across the god whose skin was removed to make this leather armor. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? would really be awkward if that Daedric Lord was a major part of a campaign. Yeah. Yeah, foreshadowing. But hey, we've got Chrysamere. which, while it is not the best sword in the game, it's, I think, the third best sword in the game. One requires, well, one's kind of a silly Easter egg weapon that was added because someone was a huge fan of a certain college football team. And yeah, we aren't going to be picking up the Elton brand. And one is the reward weapon for one of the expansion packs, which we will do. We will do. But for the most part, Chrysamere is pretty good. And once I improved my skills at enchanting, and we have access to some certain souls. Yeah, we'll be making a sword that will hopefully make Chrysamere seem like a child's weapon. Now let's see. So this time I do have probes and lockpicks in my pocket, so I'm not just running around with literally nothing. Let's see, those are fortify health. I really wish I had some restore health. Restore health. Where'd they go? Great, this thing is a little bit broken. Okay. Some potions to heal up our stuff. Not a bad idea. So many Daedric Daikatana, Daedric Katana, Daedric Claymore, Chitin Dagger. Well, no real concern about that one. Lord's Mail, which is a very important piece of armor. Blessed Shield. We can probably sell a lot that's in here. Although, yeah, getting that exquisite robe and all that stuff all prepared. But, alright. Time to get into character and have fun with this. Nope, you are on time. I've just started. Another day, another septum. Oh, this one certainly has had their fair share of adventures. How have you been doing, Anasi?
Sweet moon sugar.
Well, this one would like to talk to you about your moon sugar intake, Anasi. This one is very concerned. Yes, but you are the one that brought in a A skooma pipe. This one was just taking it away from someone who was abusing skooma. Uh-huh. This one does not have time for this conversation. Whew. Oh no, Anasi is not on sauce. Now. So, this one has been given a task to go meet up with the Mages Council. Diseased mud crab. This one is not sure if that meat is perfectly good. Diseased cliff racer, that is sounds like a good place for one's blade. So, when this one last left off, they were given a task to meet up with their good friend in the Mages Council. In Belmora. On the bright side, Belmora is relatively simple to get to. And every time it feels like it gets easier and faster to get there. Not exactly the normal way to get to Belmora, but this one is anything but normal. Goodness, get your acrobatics high enough and tall buildings with a single bound is a reality. Alright, so this one was tasked to meet with you.
I am honored. Truly.
No interruptions. How many times? Oh, you're one of Caius' associate. That's a different matter. Caius and I have a very satisfactory agreement. I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement. You'll complete a little errand for me. Okay, errand? The errand, then. The errand is very simple. I need the skull of Laville Arando. You'll find it at Arando's ancestral tomb. Take care not to upset the natives. Dunmer have some particular primitive prejudice against necromancy. Take grave objection to unauthorized tomb visits. Well, yes, this is a literal grave robbing. The tomb is south of Pelagad, just off the road, just before you reach the fork of the road that goes southwest of St. Anine and southwest of Visick. You may need an enchanted blade. Some spirits immune to normal weapon. Here, take this old short sword. Maybe some of these old scrolls will come in handy. Fire blade has been entered your inventory. Taldim Scorcher, scrolls of vitality. Well, this one is definitely gonna sell those. He was no one special. Journeyman and enchanter. Maybe some skulls around his tomb, but you have no problem recognizing Libel's skull from the ritual markings. Ritual markings. Great. Well, this one needs to go from Peldagad. Why not just go there quickly? Now, this one has a distinct feeling that they have been to this tomb before. This one really hopes that they did not do anything silly. Ow! Yeah, silly like that. So many flowers, so little time. Arando's ancestral tomb. Yep, this one has been here before. Oh no, this one has not. Basic fiery sword. Yeah, this one could use bone meal. This one is certainly prepared for such things. Very good set of gear there. This one does not want to drop that far. This one would probably not die, but this one does like their ankles in, you know, places where ankles should be. This one knows they are silly. But Zarendar, don't you have the magic to knit your bones back together? Yes, this is true. And yet this one also does not want to let their bones require such things. Many things can be true at the same time. Well, Oh, yes. Much pain, much discomfort. Well, this one doesn't like the sight of that. Oh. This one does like the sight of that. Well, that is the skull this one needs. Dagger of Judgment. Well, doesn't that sound nice? Helmet, potions, scroll. This is the bottom of that pit. More iron daggers. More ingredients. Homily is a blessed Almaxetia. Now some might say, Zarendar, why would you take so many things from those who are dead? And this one would reply, because they are dead. But what if someone took things from you when you were dead? Well, this one would care not, for they are dead. But this one would like to make sure they are not dead for a very, very long time. Yes, this one will use your giant cockroach to go back to Balmora. You are not quite fallen off yet. Okay, one skull. Again? Is this about the urn you're doing for me? Yes. Very good. I'll just take that skull from you. Perfect what I meant. Thank you. Now, as I promised, I'll answer your question on the Neverine cult. Go ahead. Well, tell us what you need. This Ashlander cult believes the long-dead hero Neverar will be reborn to honor the ancient promises to the tribe. According to legend, the prophesied Neverine will cast down the false god of the Tribunal Temple, restore traditional ancestor worship practiced by Ashlanders, drive all Outlanders from Morrowind. Both Temple and Empire outlaw the cult, but it persists among the Ashlanders, who care little for the Empire or Temple law. Here, take this copy of my notes on top to Caius. Alright. Neverar? Neverar is the first age hero of the Dunmer people. He was a great general and leader. Helped form the first council and united the Dunmer houses against the foreign invaders, aided by the traitors of House Dagoth. He triumphed over Morrowind's enemies at Red Mountain, but died in battle. Right. And then Neverine. Ashlanders have prophecy the legendary hero Neverar will be reborn. They call this reincarnated hero the Neverine.
I am honored. Truly. How may I help you?
Oh, you have helped this one much. Ashlander called prophecies. Morrowind was called Resdain before Imperial occupation. Interesting. Saint Neverar, greatest Dunmar general. Dream visions and prophecies are respected tradition. Their wives, women, and shamans take careful note of dreams and visions. Most common version of the Neverine prophecy is the stranger. The verses are obscure, but as are most prophecies, but two observations are in order. First, many less well-informed scholars assume that the phrase journeyed far neath moon and star is just a cliche to suggest a very long journey. But the Neverar of legend was one known to possess a magical ring called One Clan Under Moon and Star, upon which Neverar is supposed to have sworn his promise to honor the ancient Ashlander tradition Landright. Second reference, 7 curses, must certainly refer to the lost prophetic verses known to the Ashlander as 7 curses. Stranger. Earth is sunder, skies choke black, sleeper serves, 7 curses. Hearth here comes a stranger, journey to moon and star. Though Starkborn to sire uncertain aspect marks, face certain fates. Wicked stalk him, righteous curse him, prophets speak but all deny, many trials make manifest, strangers face, the curse is bane, many touchstones try, the stranger, many fall but one remain. Ashlander elders complain of prophecies with lost tribal memory, prophecies, lost prophecies, 7 curses, 7 visions, 7 trials, and the incarnate. Well. Granted, compared to the last quest, this one was remarkably straightforward. One did not have to go find some huge labyrinthine dungeon. Just go here, pick up skull, come back. Here, discuss your orders, Arendar. Something else you want. Orders. These are Sharn's notes in the Neverine cult. Excellent. I'm promoting you to Blade's Apprentice, Arendar. I have some time to think how this fits within the Empire's plans for you, so if you'd like to get a little freelance adventuring, go ahead, but whenever you're ready, I have new orders for you. Apprentice, eh? Promoting you apprentice rank, effective immediately, and here's a little present. 2 spell scrolls. The Binder Intervention will recall you to the nearest Imperial Shrine, and Bossy Intervention will recall you to the nearest temple. Come in handy for a quick getaway. No, Zarendar, no thanks needed. You're doing great work. Now get out of here and let me read. Well, you have new orders for this one? I've thought it over. I want you to interview 3 informants in Vivek City concerning the Neverine in the 6th house. First, I'm going to speak to Adhirar, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. Alright. I want to speak with Hulia, an Argonian in the Morak Tong. Finally, I want to speak with Mahira Milo, a temple priestess. Here, I've written the details down so you won't forget it. Here are 200 drakes for bribes and other expenses. Wow. Alright. Well, on the bright side, this one can definitely speak with the Thieves Guild easy enough. Persons. St. Olm's Canton. Alright. Well, this one needed to know where the Thieves Guild is in Vivek anyway. Let's see. Why walk when you can ride? Why ride when you can just instantly appear there? For about the same price. Actually, perhaps less.
My pleasure, really.
Oh, this one does not have time to talk.
I must say, I find you most interesting right.
Okay, so Vic, Foreign Quarter, St. Olms. Oh, there's oh. So south, south, and over. Just about anyone can really be driven to hostile action. This one's acrobatics are so high, this one can drop a few stories and not get hurt. St. Dellen, and this should be St. Olms. Yep. Oh, hello. Welcome to Vivek, aren't I? Hora, how would you, looking for service in Sacred City? Adherner? That sneak? She'll be here in St. Olms somewhere. Though the heat's on, she might not be parading around in public. Ask around. Maybe someone else has seen her. Well, okay. Hello. Welcome to Vivek's Arendar. How do you know this one's name? Oh, everyone's heard of you. Oh. Don't know either. I am a sleeper, one of thousands. I bring you a message. Dagothir calls you, Sarandar. Cannot deny your lord. The sixth house has risen, and Dagoth in his glory. Okay. Dagothir? He is the lord and father of the mountain. He sleeps, but when he wakes, we shall rise from our dreams, shall sweep our land clean of the Inwa. Why have you denied him? As Lord Dagoth has said, all shall greet him as flesh or as dust. Okay. What is the sixth house? Sixth house, the sleeping house, House Dagoth, the house of Lord Dagoth, the true house, the one house to welcome all true Dunmer, and to drive the Enwa from our land. Take heed, Outlander, the day of reckoning is at hand. Take what you can, and leave our place, for when Lord Dagoth comes, there will be no place for you. Okay, this one's out. So that happened. I'm sorry, Zarandar. I'm Akil. Don't worry, pivot can be confusing for us, and we live here. Some specific place or someone in particular? Yes, enter Dar. Oh, she's somewhere around here. Right. I'm sorry, Zarandar. I'm Doshikar. Don't worry. Pivot can be confusing for us. Yes, so this one is heard. You know, Andrindar? That snake. No. Right. Nice place you've got here.
What can Khajiit do for you?
Well, Khajiit notices you are pretty skilled with knives. Sacred City of Vivek. Looking for someone in particular? Okay, well, no one on that floor knows. Well, try the Wasteworks. Farmers and laborers, tanners and miners. This one has a feeling if they're anywhere, it's probably the sewers. That mural again. Welcome to Vivek, Zarandar. Have you heard of Enderir? Census and Excise agent has been prowling the Canton Fla. This agent, whose name is Dubius Platoris, has been showing an interest in Enderir. So my guess is that while the Census and Excise agent is making his appearance, Adendir will be hiding in the underworks. Swims pretty good for a kitty. Gets her inspiration from the Census and Excise, I reckon. Look for the trapdoors down at the canal works level. So this one sees. Dubius Platoris. Census and Excise agent. A slick one. Seen him around here before. Really. Imperial agency that collects taxes and tariffs. You know, the tax man. Their agents also investigate smugglers and other tax cheats. So this one sees. Hello.
May you walk on water.
Great. So Kaya says to you, speak with Arendir, and you have done this thing. You're speaking with Arendir. But Arendir will not talk to you about the Neverine or the Six House Cult. Because why? Because Arendir is, at this moment, very distracted by a nice Census and Excise agent who also wants to speak with her. Aye. Could this one do something about the Census and Excise agent? You do not know this? They are the collectors of the Emperor's taxes and tariff. The Emperor has outlawed the trade in many things, like Dwemer artifacts and ebony, and a Census and Excise agent will enjoy being a pest about such thing, for several reasons. Since the Excise agent is not Arendar's favorite person. You want Arendar to help you? Go make the bad agent go away. Then she will tell you things. Right. Well. Does this one know where such a person is right now? That would make this one's job so much easier. What did you say their name was? Duvanius Platoris. What a silly name.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Citizen.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Kill that warlock. Those boots are ruined.
Oh, this one down there in the canal works. You look like a... I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Underher. Do you know where I can find her? At Hiranir? Yes, her name's Hiranir. She's a Khajiit. Do you know where I can find her? Oh, yes. She just took a gondola towards the mainland. What a disappointment. But thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself. Anyway, maybe I'll run into her there. Yes.
Hello there. How are you?
Oh, this one is fine.
You seek
Citizen.
information, Khajiit?
No, this one seeks passage. Well, this one told him you're heading to the mainland. So, are you the one Enderar must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise agent? Indeed, Enderar is very glad to see you, and very glad to tell a friend of my good friend Caius all about the Sixth Health Cup. Enderar knows nothing about the Neverine, but Enderar is helped to tell you that too, if it makes Caius happy. Ask away, friend Zerendar. Alright. Sixth House Cult. This Enderar knows about because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Enderar doesn't know, because they are very secret. And this is odd, because these smugglers are loud and bragging. They hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweetmeats. Smuggling, eh? Smuggling is big business. Empire says we cannot trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, and exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. Smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief, skeen, and skooma to avoid imperial tax. Now, Six House hired smugglers, so what they smuggle, Enderar cannot say. And where's Thieves Guild around here? It is just a social club. We like the finer things in life. Those who join this club, they must know how to get the finer things. We are like other guilds. We get deals on training, on goods, and other services. Guild stewards, they know the finer things in life very well. They know where to find them. Enderar must tell you, though. There's a war between the Thieves Guild and the Kamara Tong. Enderar is loyal to the guild. Enderar thinks maybe the guild is losing this war. Well, Sanrendar might make sure this war ends with the Thieves Guild winning. But, goodbye.
Good friend, this is an honor.
Honor is all mine, Adam.
Sweet moon sugar.
Oh my. So. Found that. Speak with Hulia and Argonian within the foreign quarter. Well, this one knows where the foreign quarter is. In fact, it's the closer of these. Okay. With your mask that looks like it's from Zardoz. This one does not know what Zardoz is. But this one has been told Zardoz is very weird. Alright. Over and up. Black Shalt Corner Club. This one has met with many a Black Shulk, and this one did not like any of them.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
I welcome me as a friend of my friend Zarandar, but I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and there are troublesome fools in my way. I have tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful, they will be ready. Friend's bookstore. My friend, Joshaba the Khajiit, has a bookstore, Joshaba's Rare Books. If you agree to travel together with me there, I will answer your question, but before we go, I beg you to try to persuade those troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go leave. Yes. Decided to free Argonian and fence these racist thugs. I would tarnish my Moragtong honor to slay them. I wouldn't want it to trouble my friend Salas Gomez by fighting in this club, but I must go to my friend's bookstore. We can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk with them. Or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there may be bloodshed. Oh.
It wants something.
Yes,
What does it ask?
What do you
Am I talking to you, Fetcher? No, I'm talking to a filthy lizard, so push off. Right, well... Hey, look, it's none of my business. Folk want to talk to a filthy lizard. It's their problem, not mine. Get out of here and good riddance. Good. It's okay, really. I didn't mean it. Good.
I could kill that one. Those boots aren't good.
Alright. Who gives a damn about a filthy lizard? Anyway, get out of here. We won't bother you. Good. Look, just keep them lizards away from me and everything will be fine.
May you
Right.
find all that you seek, traveler.
Fine, it's just a filthy lizard anyway. Nothing to get upset about. We'll leave him alone. Go on, get out before we change our minds.
So good to see you.
This one is perfectly willing to get rid of all of that.
Friend.
Are we ready to travel together to Shaba's Rare Books? When you arrive at my friend's bookstore, I'll answer your questions there. Yes. Travel together to Shaba's Rare Books. We leave through the door through the foreign-colored wasteworks. Turn right, west, and continue down the hall, across the atrium on the same level, then follow the opposite corridor west to the side of the atrium, all the way to Shaba's store. Must warn you, unless troublesome fools are persuaded to behave like civilized business, there may be fighting and killing if we try to travel together. Yes, travel with this one to Jashaba's Rare Books. Thank you, Zarandar. I'll follow you to Jashaba's Rare Books, and we'll speak further there. Alright, let's go.
You seek information. 3 blessings. I could kill that one. Submit to the 3, the spirits and thy lords.
Yeah, okay.
Three gods, one true faith.
Oh, right. Other side. Yes, thank you very much. We should be free from distraction here. Now I can tell you about the Neverine cult, so you can report back to Caius. Don't know any of the Six House cult, but I can tell you what I do know. Thank you. Neverine cult. Understand the Neverine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Neverwar meant something very different to the Ashlanders from what he means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know the persecution of the Neverine. Legacy of the false incarnate for the Neverine cult. At the heart of the ancient conflict, the nomadic Ashlanders settled Great House Dunmer. Here's a summary for Caius, but to answer your question, I'll answer in detail. Alright. The history of the Ashlanders? First era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were very much alike. But after the first council of the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced in the poorest, most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return to Neverwar for a restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Right. Persecution of the Neverine? Temple treats the Neverine prophecies as heresy. Temple imprisons and executes heretics, unless prevented by imperial law. Since the Neverine cult is hostile to the Empire, Emperor doesn't interfere with the Temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the Temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Neverine cultists. Right. False Incarnate? In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Neverwar. Most recent known as Peak Star, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. Temple says these false incarnates disprove their prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Neverine cult glorifies rather than shirks them from contradictions, citing the appearance of the failed incarnates certain proof of Neverwar's coming rebirth. Right. And what can you tell this one of the Ashlanders themselves? Ashlanders hate House Dunmer, who have come soft and who have banned a tradition of ancestor worship of the gods of the tribunal. And the Ashlanders hate the Outlanders, who invaded and stole their land, and forced them to live as subjugated people. A reborn Neverwar could drive out the Outlander invasion, destroy the false worship of the tribunal, restore the pure traditional life and faith of the nomads, would be a very popular hero to the Ashlanders. Right, so... all certainly very, very interesting. Well. Oh. Okay. Julia and Ogroni in the foreign corridor. Mahara Milo, a temple priest, House of Wisdom, and the temple compound. Alright, so this one needs to go to temple.
Citizen.
Which would be very south. Well, boy, if someone had to go around claiming themselves to be the next Neverine, that would be one terrible job put on their shoulders. This one hopes they'll never have to meet someone with such insane obligations. Well, one does not see that every day. Rock goes up, doesn't come down. Hall of Justice. Hall of Wisdom. And this one was looking for a Mehira Milo. Merahi Milo. Mailaha. Mailaha. Mairahi Milo. Mailaha. Mailaha. This one this one where Mehria Milo is? She works in the library. If she's not there, you might find her in her private quarters. Her door is across from the Canon office in the Hall of Wisdom. Library. Good. This one just needs to know where the library is. Hall Underworks.
What is this about?
Well, this is about trying to find someone for something. Library.
Do I know you?
No, and this one does not want to know you.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Yes, I'm Mihira Milo. Cassa sent you? Follow me to the back of the library. We can't talk here. Alright. Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about Six House cult, but I can tell you about the Neverrain cult. Works for this one. Temple worships Neverrar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. Neverrain cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of Neverrain cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes the temple doctrine on the Neverrain prophecies. Proscribed book Progress of Truth describes their belief. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Casidas. That'll tell him everything he needs to know about the Neverrain cult. Alright. Persecution of Neverrain. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. Neverrain say the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes such energy on them. Faithful can't be shaken by such attacks, and Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire, the erosion of faith among the dumber and the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attack on heretics and heathens. Right. Yeah. Dissident priests? Dissident priests dispute temple doctrine, and the outlawed are persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire can interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the power of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Persecuted by the temple. Why does the temple persecute distant peace? Because attacks on the temple weaken the faith and leave the people defenseless against the influence of Dagoth-Ur. Faith is what strengthens the will of the believer against Dagoth-Ur's lies. Faith is the source of divine power that sustains the tribunal in their battle with Dagoth-Ur. Since the Empire, some Dunmer have turned away from the temple. That's why Dagoth-Ur grows stronger. Why blight storms and monsters threaten the land. Yeah, this one doesn't quite believe that, but okay. How do you know Caius Casidas? Caius is a dear friend, like me. It admires the best traditions of the temple. Charity for the poor, education of the ignorant, protection for the weak. He is a Westerner, but he's come to love our lands and our people. But like me, he distrusts the arbitrary power of the Ordinators. And like a dissident priest, he suspects the temple of hiding something. He serves the Emperor, but he also loves Morrowind, and sees the falling virtues of the temple as a threat to Morrowind's political stability. And what does you know about the Progress of Truth? Book lists of disputes of dissident priests with tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale of possession of this book, so it'll be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by ordinators here. Safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans and outlawed books for profit for principles. Alright. Watched by ordinators. I don't care for temple politics, but I've read Progress of Youth and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests, who have gone into hiding, so I'm bound to come to the attention of the ordinators. I am careful, but I'm afraid. I'm no secret agent like you or Caius. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding. It's not too late. When you return to Caius, tell him I'm worried, and that something goes wrong. I'll leave a message under the agreed coded word, Amaya. So...
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Well, this one needs to go check out some booksellers, apparently.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Wrong place. The infinite confusion that is
3 blessings, Sarah.
Vivek City.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Hi! Could you social distance, please? Khajiit swears. By Jode and June, the moons. People around here, well, they live by their ways, and Khajiit cannot put their beliefs into other people's mouths, much like other people cannot put their belief into Khajiit. Still, Gia indeed. Well, this one might see if their good friend has a copy of that book. Progress of Truth. This one feels it would be remarkably too easy that it would be right here, but one never knows. Oh, right. It is the foreign quarter this one needs to go. Ow! Yeah, this one didn't need those ankles anyway. Purely decorative. So many orators.
This is an honor for me.
Honor for me as well. Honor for this one as well.
Citizen.
Hello? It is truly a pleasure to see you. What can you tell this one of your relation with Julia? Julia is here. Yeah. Yes. Alright. So this one wanted... this one has now entirely forgotten the name of the book. Progress of Truth. This one is pretty sure that was it. Yes. Simple enough. It's a heretical book. This one will only offer you 135. Alright.
Welcome, friend.
Concerning the points of temple doctrine challenged by dissonant priest. Divinity of the temple. Purity of the temple. Dissonant priests say the temple has always maintained a public face. It's writing and a hidden face. Hidden writings. Ashland tradition does not place tribunal at Red Mountain. Holds Dwemer destroyed themselves rather than ever destroyed them. Interesting. Vain secrets of Red Mountain. Veneration of Daedra, saints and ancestors. Distance not challenge sainthood or heroism of the tribunal. Destroying many of the elements fundamental ancestor worship practiced by Saint Veloth. Denial of prophecies the incarnate. Oh.
What words do you have for me, citizen?
None. This one just heading out.
Move along.
This one just needs to head up to the top of the canton.
What was that?
Not this one's fault.
I'm
Well,
very
I
happy
find
to make
myself
your
in pleasant
acquaintance.
company. Please share your thoughts.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, this one likes to travel back to Balmora. Thank you.
Share your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
Do not get involved with the Empire. It is full of annoyance. Those are this one's thoughts.
How may I help you, Khajiit?
Oh, just going on this one's way, that's all. Here to discuss your orders, Arendar, or something else? Well, this one brought back plenty of information. Have your reports and make copies of your notes from Huluya and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. Meantime, promoting you to journeyman. You're doing good work. Here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. This one does not wear shoes. And go do some jobs for the guild or other freelance work. Keep your cover story current, or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back. I've got new orders for you. Well, this one guesses they could use more orders. Not ready for you. Told you, go up, brush up on your skill, do some freelance. Alright, alright. Well, this one could go and sell a bunch of things.
Why is my friend here?
Well, because this one wants to sell some things. Alright, this one could probably head home. Ugh. Drop off many a thing. All right. This one could use a sleep. Well, perhaps it's been enough time. If not, this one should find a place to, this one should look for a place that sells glass armor. Because... this one wouldn't mind bringing their armor to maximum. Of course, once one gets all the armor they want, one will then have to enchant the armor. Well, worst case scenario, this one could also do another quest. Ah, this one has nice acrobatic skills. Yes, this one might actually do just that. Any good stuff? Not really. Okay then. Yes, this one would like to travel back to Vivek.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
You've all met this one. This one's a lowly member of
I
the
don't know who
Welcome,
Mages
friend.
Guild.
The day
It is
is
such
yours.
an honor to
What
meet
shall we
you.
talk about?
Why everyone insists on standing in doorways. Yes, this one would love to talk about that. Who's there? This one right in front of you. Well, this one has handed you money, so... All right. This is going to be a bit of a long journey. This one could have started in Molag Mar. This one is kind of being an idiot, but whatever. As they say, go west, young Khajiit. And this one will head west. This one has very little interest in your dungeon there. One needs to be careful about the mud crabs in this region. Did this one get disease? No, just... Everything looked really weird for a bit. Maybe it's because of all the giant mushrooms. This one is... heading over to the corner of the island. This one's destination will be very easy to see when it comes into view. Using one of the most holy relics of Tamriel to kill rats. Which is impressive. Getting high enough acrobatics, jumping from mountain to mountain, is almost second nature. Oh. There's this one's goal. Very familiar star picture. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Okay, can still move. Oh no. Model load editor. Meshes. TR, CR, TR, or nada. VO, NIF cannot load file meshes. Continue running executable. Yes. And we have a crash. Unsurprising, unsurprising, unsurprising. Well, on the bright side, I did save before I went on this journey, so, okay, wow, this is like... Okay, okay. That is some real old school. Everything blew up. course, my last save is all the way back here. Hello. This one has had a very long day. This one thinks they are going to end early because things are blowing up. But on the bright side, this is a bit of a bonus adventure anyway. So, during next stream, yeah, going to be heading back all the way over to here. Also, I should go and figure out what that that error was, so I can deal with that, because that area is really important for this this side quest, and it gets you a really cool item. So yeah. So when we come back, folks, well, we've done quite a bit for the blades. We're already up to a journeyman. One skill at 50, 2 skills at 25. Long blade is maxed out, so really don't have to worry about any of that. But yeah, I guess, reputation's all the way up to 5. Not bad. Not bad at all. And a couple levels, our luck will be half. Yay! But yeah, when we come back, probably try to get back to that giant statue over there. And then, yeah, a few more interesting quests. But for now, yep, gonna call this one a video. But thanks all for dropping by. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. And will I do something tomorrow? It's my birthday tomorrow, so I think that's a maybe, but I'm not gonna leave anything too concrete. But thanks all for dropping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, have a good one, folks.